Good afternoon, everyone. I don't know, I just like this song. Well, I don't understand it completely, but at least if my family is satisfied, I'm okay. Yes. And the only way they can be satisfied is by you doing your very best for them to get to the top. And one way is through forex markets. And trust me, if you make $10 a day, if you make even $1 a day, that joy. Well, I know people who are programmers like me. I know people who are big time money makers after learning how to be a forex trader. Today, they are full time forex traders. Well, JK promised us that he will be showing us a picture of Wayne behind him, how his setup is. I don't know if today that will be possible. That alone should motivate you. Well, if you know one of your friends needs to be here or any of your colleagues that are not here and needs to be here, kindly get in touch with them, call them. They need to be here in 2-3 minutes. We should be starting our class today. But before that, if you have any question, you have anything to tell us, please feel free. The mic is available. Talk to us. JK, what's up?
I did. What's your side?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Just that Vodafone and MTN don't want me to get good network today as well. And I can't even buy data. I bought the data, I was deducted, but
Can you hear me?
Franklin network is not strong, so as usual, he's gone.
that's Ghana for you.
Hey, God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong.
Uh, that's the anthem, though. But
I'm back. But yeah,
that's the
of
anthem, but we are not
uh,
seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Go reach
Anyway,
everybody.
currently, yes, every please call out to your friends. They should join us. Let's have the class starting. Okay. JK is 4-5. I don't know. The recording will still be available for them. It's just that it's disheartening seeing people not sharing the assignment that we have or not doing. Anyway, it's over to you, JK. Let me stop sharing.
Oh, okay. Just a minute, then we continue. So today I'm going to look at the MT4 or the MetaTrader 4 in detail, what you can use it for, some of the things that or some of the features that it has. You will look deep into it and how to navigate through the MetaTrader 4 platform. Unfortunately, my phone is an iPhone. Uh, it's is it unfortunate? Okay, so my phone is an iPhone, and the second phone is a tablet. So the way the MetaTrader 4 is appearing on both of them, it's not how it will appear on your phone. So I don't know if maybe when I want to look at the phone version, I'm going to call on Beto to share his, so we can use his. And then I'm trying to just open a quick account. So we use that one to start today's discussion.
Yes, lest I forget, a lot of people in my DM about the laptop version. The last time I did a quick class, some joined, some didn't, and they keep on asking about it. So I don't know if you can give us like a 5 minutes quick about the how to set up with the colors and everything.
Oh, okay.
Or do we still have the videos available on YouTube?
Yeah, yeah. But there is no problem. I can do that.
Okay. So if that will be possible, thank you.
Yeah. All right. So I'm coming here. Okay, so I think you can all see my screen. So this is my screen. I just opened a new account and this is the screen. So I'm trying to log in into my account. Yeah, so I'm logging in into my account. So I'm going to file. So this is the login dashboard. It's a live account. So live 2. I'll enter my detail and then I'll enter my password here. Another option to do this is to click on the connection area here. Then you see login. What's wrong with this thing? It's frozen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah. But you're not sharing the MetaTrader screen. You are sharing your desktop.
Yeah, the MetaTrader has closed. Okay, can you see?
Yeah.
All right, so you click here, then login. So the same thing appears. You put in your login detail. As I said, it's a live account, so I'm changing it to live 2. If it's a demo, you change it to your demo account. You enter your password, and then you connect. When you do that, you look at the connection area. It has to change. That will show that you have connected. So they say invalid account. I don't know why. So let me verify what was wrong. So it's actually IC market XE 32, not 2. So 32. Then enter my password. Press the enter key. Now look at it. It has changed. So it has actually logged in. So this is my login area or space. Everybody's own will not appear this way. Some people's own will appear quite different. But this is mine. This is how mine appeared. So I want to change it to, I want to close everything so that it will look like how every other person's own will appear. All right, so this is how everybody's own will appear. So for you to have all the currencies, which we call currency watch, you want all the currencies to appear. How do you go about it? So I seem not to be seeing anybody.
We can hear you. So
But I don't know where you Wednesday.
as in
The page what's the name?
You probably minimize it. You are using a web browser for it, so you probably minimize. Check one of your tabs. You stop sharing.
I've stopped sharing.
Yeah.
I want to rejoin. How can I close one? Oh, okay.
Close one.
It's okay. All right. All right. So as I said, this is how every other person's screen will look like when you freshly registered with your broker on your laptop. So when you register on your laptop, you log in, this is what will appear. So for you to show all the other currencies, you go to the currency watch area and then you right click there. When you right click, you will see show all. So you tap on show all the other currencies will appear. So you see that every other currency has appeared here when you click show all. Now, if you also want to see the amounts that your broker will be earning, which is your spread, you click on spread. So the spread I've shown at the side here, which we will look at later. Then if you want to know the high of the day and the low of the day, you click there. Those will also appear. So it's like you are having a whole lot of data about your currency pair. To open one currency, so I'll open Euro US dollar. You see, so you right click and then you click open. So when you do, this is how your screen will appear. But you actually want to change the color to our color code. So you right click on the space, go to properties, or you press F8 on your keyboard, and then you start changing the colors. So we use ash for our background, or dark ash. This one. Oh no. Where is it? Where is ash? Or gray? Okay. So gray, and then bar up is green, but then you choose black for both bar up and bar down. So you can just take a screenshot of the color codes, and I'll use green here, lime, and then I'll use black here again. Then you come to common at the top here, and then at common you click on show period separators. Then you click on show ask price, and you deactivate show grade, and then you press OK. So when you do that, this is how your screen will appear. So now I want to save this thing so that anytime I come here, this will appear. So you right click and then you go to template. Then you move to save template. So I'm saving it as JK normal. So anytime you come here and I say go move to JK normal, I want you to go to a plain template like this. So now I'm going to open another pair, pound USD, and then I'll try to make it look like the JK normal. This time I don't have to go over again setting up the chart template again. What I have to do is just to right click and then I move to template and select JK normal here. Then I get that. Now, after getting this background, which is what you wanted to have, I'm now going to take you through what you can see from the top through to all these things here. So now, file. When you go to file, you have new chart, just the same as opening a new chart. So when you press new chart, it will tell you which currency do you want to open. So it's similar to going to the market watch. Then we have online charts. That one you can download online charts. Then you can save a chart. You can save it as picture. So we will reach a point, then I'll say, when you do analysis, save the analysis and send it to me. So after doing your analysis on the MT4, you just save it. Then you save and send. We have login. So if you want to log into your account and all that, if you want to print your chart template, you can just print from here. You can look at the preview. So if this is the print preview. So if I want to print this thing and send to you, this is how it will look like if I want to print it. So you now move to view. View shows different things. If you are from Arab, you can change the language to Arabic, can change it to Japanese if you are Japanese. Then we have toolkit, toolbar. The toolbar, we have standard toolbars and then time frame, lines, and all that. So I'll move to customize. So when you move to customize, you see something like this. Now, you can either add to your toolbar or subtract from your toolbar. So let's say you want options to appear on your toolbar. So you just insert. So you see option appeared here at the top here. If I want to remove register signal, I'll just remove it. Then that one too removes. So you can actually add more things to your toolbar here by going to toolbar. Then you can also move to standard charts. You can deactivate or activate it. Then we have symbols, which are currency symbols. We have market watch. So if you click on the market watch disappears. You can bring it back again. So it disappears for the chart to be a little big for you. Then we have a data window. So this is a data window, but the market is not open, so you can't see any data at current. We have navigator. So the navigator shows all the indicators and your accounts. So the account on this account and the kind of indicators and robots that you've added to the account will appear at the navigator section. Then we have terminal. Terminal is where if you are in any trade, it will appear. So we have trade. So when you come here, if you're in any trade, this is where it will appear, this is where your monies will appear and all that. We have exposure, how much of your money is being invested will show here. We have the account. So this is your account. It shows your profit, your loss, your stop loss, your take profit and all. Then these are Forex news that anytime a news is released, you see it here. There is an alert button. There is a mailbox. I just created this account today. So you realize the date is today. So it's a new account registration and the date is today. Then we have markets. They sell some robots in the market, some indicators in the market. So you can start seeing them. So these are robots that somebody is selling. Then we have signals. So people also sell signals here that you can subscribe with them if you know them. Then we have articles. Then we have codes. So someone like Franklin, you can go here to go and get the code of MA5 cross signal to develop his own robot to perform the same function. Then we have journals. It's very important that as a trader, you have a trade journal to track your progress, whether you are making progress or you are at fault. Okay, so that's for the view section. Then insert. Insert, we have indicators. Indicators are not to put us into trade. They are just tools that help us to do certain things quickly as possible. They are mathematically generated tools that help to calculate certain things. If there is a science student here, you realize that if this was a science class and you have something like this, a graph of price over time, and they ask you to calculate the gradient of the graph. So let's say this is a graph, and they say we should calculate the gradient. Oh, sorry. So to calculate the gradient, you locate the middle of this like this. If you are a science student, everybody have done inter science, so everybody know what is gradient. So the gradient will now be, you cut this here like this, and then like this. So now, when the slope is downward, the gradient will be negative. When the slope is upward, the gradient will be positive, which all of us know. If you are a science student, or the moment you go SSS there, you go know. And I know everybody here is in the university, so you all understood what is gradient. Now, what the indicators does is that they are able to calculate the gradient for you without you doing anything. So let me just use something like this to show that it can calculate gradient. So this is a regression analysis telling us the slope is already downward. So that's one function, but it didn't tell me to enter a buy or a sell. It just told me that the slope is downward. So when a slope is downward, what do I look for? I look for lower high, lower low. If the slope is upward, I look for higher high, higher low. So this one has given me an idea that, oh, okay, since the slope is downward, I should be looking for lower low, lower highs. So that's what I'll be looking for in this particular currency if I should be trading this particular pair. But then let's continue. So that's the function of indicators and robots. Now we have here lines. So you can draw lines on your chart, different forms of lines. So we have horizontal line that you can use to mark your dates. So if I say move to 8 o'clock, the strategy I'm going to teach you is an 8 o'clock strategy. So go to 8 o'clock, then you see that you go and pick a horizontal line to go and locate 8 o'clock and mark your 8 o'clock, waiting for whatever will happen at 8 o'clock or the instruction that I'll give in addition to you marking the 8 o'clock. Then we have horizontal line that is used to mark price. So let's say you wanted to mark a particular price and put a pending order there. So this can help you mark the price. If you want to change the color of your line, you double tap on the line. When you double tap, you see a knob at the end, a knob at the second end here. So you just right click and then move to horizontal line property. When you go to that side, you will change this to the color that you prefer. You can change the thickness of the line or the type of line. So if you want to change the thickness, you can just change it here and this line will change. So this is a new thickness. If I want to draw a different line or I want to change this structure, I can just go back there, change the line to maybe a dotted line. Let's say that's what I prefer. So that will change it to a dotted line. All those depends on how you want your chart to appear. I like my charts to appear very beautiful and nice, so I'm able to trade well happily. Yeah, so it depends on how you want your chart. Then we have GAN and GAN fund. These are strategies developed by other traders throughout their trading journey. So this is how the GAN look like. So it's used to identify specific prices. but that's how somebody also developed in Forex. I don't use it. Then we have this called Fibonacci. Fibonacci is a, a, a mathematical analysis developed by Fibonacci. And this is used to measure pullbacks of markets. So to identify a lower high, most of the time you will need to use a Fibonacci to identify that. So when we were doing the regression analysis, I said hot, lower low, lower high, lower low. So there should be a lower high for this pair to go down. So what Fibonacci does is you pull the Fibonacci from the previous high to the previous low, and we have a golden price. The golden price is 61.8. Anytime price hits 61.8, the probability that the price will move downwards is high. So between 61.8 and 50.0 are special Fibonacci figures that Fibonacci have discovered during his trading journey. So let's look at this side. You will realize that the Fibonacci has hit 50% and then the pair started falling. So that's the strategy from Hot Fibonacci. He's also a trader that have developed this, which is calculated. Then we have shapes. So let's say you want to draw support and resistance, and I mentioned that support and resistance is a zone. So let's say you decided that you want to draw a support and resistance zone here. So you can just use the shape. If you don't like the color of the shape, if the pair is moving downwards, I prefer for you to use a shape of red. If it is going up, you use green. So to change this to red, right click, rectangle property, you change it to red, correct red. So that's the red. For signals that are going for a buy, let's say a buy signal here, you change it to a green. So that's the signature of our chart. So you just go there, go back, and then change it to green. So that when you see green, it's in your mind that that particular line was drawn for a buy, and this one is drawn for a sell. So you are actually preparing to sell around this area, and this one you were prepared to buy around this area. So that's for the shape. Then we have arrows. So just to help yourself, you can just put an arrow here because you are expecting to sell here. So you just put an arrow here to inform you that you are prepared to sell there. So that's the function of the arrow. We have Pickford. Pickford is somebody who also discovers a way of trading where he tries to identify trends. So you realize that the currency market have been following a particular trend. So what Pickford did is that he decided to develop an algorithm that helped him to locate the trend. So you see that Pickford decides something like this and it gives him a trend. I don't know if you can see the trend. So depending on how he wants it, then he draws his trend and start trading in the direction of his trend. So let's say this, it went back. Let me remove it and do it again. This, and this. Yes. So you realize that this is what Pickford would have done, and waiting that anytime the pair hits the middle line or the top line, there should be a sell. It's a strategy developed by Pickford, and the moment you keep moving it, the line keep changing. So you can right click and keep changing it. So you realize that this particular pair is in a particular trend. So what Pickford will want is that this thing will go and hit this line and then to drop down until it will drop down. So it's strategy developed by who? Pickford, Andrew Pickford. So if you know how to use it, you can go for it. Then we have text. It's very important to use text during your trading. So you can just write the reason why you are selling. So maybe sold because of the presence of a lower high. So you can just change the color of your text. My text is very big, so I can't see the color. The color too is gray, so I change it to yellow. And then I press OK. So this is my test. So I'll bring my test here to give me an idea why I am selling that pair at that place. So we move to chart. With the chart, we have a lot of things there. So we have objects. When you can delete all the things that you've inputted here. You delete last object. So it has cleared the test. Then we have different types of charts. We have bar charts. So these are bar charts. Then we have line graph. So if you are used to line graph, these are line graphs. Then we have candlestick. So depending on the one you are okay with, you change it to that one. Then we have foreground chart, which I have not used before, so I don't know what it's used for. There we have scroll back, scroll down. We have volume. So these are the volume at the bottom. So you can see the number of people trading at a particular time. If it is high, it means the number of people in the market is high. Then we have zoom in and zoom out. So you can zoom in and zoom out. Then the rest, I don't know much. Then we have tools. Tools, we have how to place a new trade. So you want to place trade, you can go to tools and then go to new order. And then this will open. We have the volume, which we say hot $100 is 0.01. So if you're having $600, it's 0.06. So that's for the volume. We spoke about stop loss and take profits some time ago. And then depending on the kind of market execution, you can change it here. If it's a pending order, you move to pending orders, and then you see buy limits, sell limits, buy stop, sell stop. We've studied about that in our previous class. Then we have windows. So right now I'm only having 2 here. So let's say I want to add 4 pairs on this particular chart. So I'm changing it to normal. Another pair, change it to normal. So I'm now having 4. But I want to be watching all the 4 at the same time. So I'll go to window and go to tile window. Then you see that I'm watching all the 4 currency pairs at the same time. If you want the screen to be bigger, you close your market watch and then you do it again. So you see you are observing 4 currency pairs at the same time. If it is 8, you can still do the same thing. Maybe you want it in a horizontal line. So this is it, the same 4 pairs. Maybe you want it vertically. So this is the same 4 pairs arranged vertically for you. And cascade. So this is the same 4 pairs. And then we have help. You can contact MetaQuote through your help section. Now, all those that we have discussed, you can actually customize them in your chart around this area here. So we have here how to open a new chart without going through the market chart. or market watch. Then we have here your profiles. So you can actually save a profile. So this one is ICU market. So when I move to Euro, everything will change here. So this is a profile that have been saved on the system already, but I don't like that profile. So you can actually change profiles there. I'm moving back to my ICE market profile. Then we have market watch. So you can just go there for your market watch. You have the data. Then we have navigator. We have terminal, where you can see your trades. We have strategy tester, which we will talk about later. How to place a trade, or you press F9. Meta code language. Yeah, this is for Franklin. If you want to write a code, so you go there. So this is how that place look like. So it's like a place for writing meta code, or developing an indicator or whatever. So this is the code for this particular indicator. So you can just come here to write a code for your indicator or whatever. Then we have new trade. I've spoken about that. So if you want to register to a virtual server, that's it. The auto trader, that's if you are using an artificial intelligence, a robot, or an expert advisor, something that will give you an advice based on your trade. Then we have this one, crosshair, which is used to calculate your profits. So you can actually right click and then drag it. So the number you are seeing at the middle. So let me just use the opportunity to teach this one. Let's say you sold this thing here and then it moved to this place. So you right click and drag it to this place. The number you are seeing at the middle is called point. So what you can see there is 817 points, and 10 points is equal to 1 pip. Okay, so anywhere you hear us say pip, 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 know that 10 points is 1 pip. So if you have $100 in your account and you sold this thing from here to this place, and it's 840 points, you multiply the 840 times your 0.01. When you do that, you get 8.4. It means that if you have $100 in your account and you sold this from here to here, you have a profit of $8.4 on your
Hello, JK. Your
account.
network. We can't hear you well. It is breaking.
Are you sure it's from me? Who else cannot hear me well? Hello? Can you all hear me well?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. So Gilbert, I think it's from your network and not mine, because my network cannot be low. So if you can actually go to this place to check your network. So to check your network, it's important because Forex, you're actually doing internet business. So you just go to fast.com to see your internet speed. Yeah, so my speed is not the best right now, but not compared to Ghana. All right. So you can just go to fast.com. If you have the best internet in Ghana, I'm sure you would have been in 800 kilobytes or some 4 megabytes. Okay, so we have the horizontal line here that you can just draw. You can change the color. Let's say I want white. So you can just change it to white like this. Then we have the trend line. This one is called trend line. So you can just join two places that are respecting the same thing. So you can just draw it. So to draw it, you click and drag. Then it becomes a trend line. Okay. Then we have this called equidistance. So they showed, if you have done core maths before, you would have understood equidistance. Draw a line equidistance from point B. So equidistance is here. So you can just use it to draw another form of trend line. Yeah, so it gives you an idea of a trend that the market is following. Yeah, so this is like a trend that the market is following. So you expect that this thing will touch this top trend and then start moving down. So that's equidistance. You can also change the color, go to or the thickness. So that's your equidistance. So they say you should draw a line perpendicular to y-axis. That's the meaning. So I'm going to clear the objects. And then we have Fibonacci, which I spoken about. So you can just draw your Fibonacci here, which is similar to what the trend line would have done. With the trend line, we said it to move a little up and then to start falling. That's what Fibonacci will do. All these things will come with practice. As we are practicing more, we are getting more familiar. Then text. We've practiced that, but that's the fastest way to get it here. Then this is another test. Then this pick forward. We pick forward. So you can just mark some 3 points. Then pick forward, go draw the thing give you. I think, let's see how. So it's like this. One low here, then high. Yes. So it's similar to what the equidistance would have given us. You can change that one to, you can change the color to yellow. So that's for Pickford. Then we have the box. It said support a resistance for a buy is hot green. That for a sell, which is somewhere here, is supposed to be a red. So you just change it to red. Correct red. Like this. Then arrows. So maybe you want to show an arrow for a cell here. So you just bring your arrow here. So that's your arrow, just to remind you. Then here we have time frames, 1 minute. So this is my 1 minute. Then we have 5 minutes. We have 15 minutes. 30 minutes. 1 hour. 4 hour. So it's the same thing, oh, that is squeezing. Daily. Weekly. Weekly crowd here, you can't see the chart again. The monthly. Monthly there, the chart has vanished. So that's for the time frame. Then this is the type of chart: bar chart, candlestick, line graph. Then this side is for zooming in. So I want to zoom in. So this is it. You want to zoom out. There's it. So you can zoom out until you are no longer seeing anything. which is something that I use on a smaller time frame. So this my 5 minutes is now similar to my 1 hour after I've zoomed out. See, but when I zoom out the 1 hour, it's looking like this is the 1 hour. But when I zoom out, it's looking at unzoomed 4 hour. So this is how the 4 hour look like. So sometimes you see that I'll zoom like it. Other times I want to look at the candle. Then we have this place to rearrange your chart. The easiest way, just tap there. Then these two things, maybe you want to move back. You off this one and then you move your chart back. When you want to bring your chart back to the current place, then you click on it. Then we have here to input an indicator to your chart. So let's say I want to put Bollinger Band on my chart. So this Bollinger Band that somebody developed it. I don't use it anyways, but it's class, so you can develop how to use it. Then this is another time frame. You can use this as your time frame if you don't want to go to this place. Then we have your templates. Unchange your templates, you just change them here. So I have different templates saved here. So those are my templates. Depends on what you decide to do. So different templates. So as we go on, you realize that you also develop your own templates. So the next thing I'll do is I'm going to create another background for those who wanted a black background and red and green candlesticks. So we go again, the background black, foreground white, bar up, which we want to be red, green. We want a green candle to the upside. Then we want a red to the downside, another green to the upside, another red to the downside. Yes, so we want something like this. So you can actually develop something like this as well as your own. So to save it, I'll just go here, go to template, save as JK normal 2. So I've saved 2 of them. So when I come here, you can see this new one and the old one. Yes, so this is how to navigate through the MetaTrader 4. It's quite complicated but easy. When you keep watching the video, you would understand how to do this thing. It's not very difficult. So next week, we are going to try to enter trades. But these trades that we are entering, we are going to be using our 4-hour time frame. So something like this, you see double top, so you just draw your double top like this. Then this is a neckline, so you just draw a neckline like this. So we said what when the pair forms a double top, goes down to hit it, and then but when you see here, you realize that something has changed again. So you just clean. You have to be very objective. You don't love any country. So far as you say you are a forex trader, you don't love any country. There is no favorite country. There is no dream country, so that you'll be clouding your judgment. Every country be country. you don't have a favorite country here. So something like this, you realize that you were going down and things have changed again. This neckline is broken. There was a double bottom. So if you want to do what Fibonacci have been doing, you would have just dragged this to the top here, and then you will sell around this place to this place. But we will go more into detail with that. For now, I just want you to try to be locating your double top, double bottom, head and shoulders. Try to draw your support and resistance, and their support and resistance should be only the necklines. So the moment you see a neckline, then you draw it. So this one is a perfect one. So anytime the pair hits here, it reverses. Anytime the pair hits here, it reverses. So you just draw it. But when you are drawing it, the down ones should be green because they are buy ones. We quickly change that to green. The green is lime. Yeah, so lime like this. Then you can extend it across so that you don't keep drawing it. But it's very good to draw it on a bigger time frame. So when you want to draw your trend, your support and resistance, draw it on a 4-hour. Sorry, draw it on your daily and weeklies. So you can go to weekly like this and go and look for double top, double bottom. So there is one here. There is double top here. So your neckline is here. So you drag it across. So it's a sell one. So you change this to red. And then the top one here is also a sell one, where the double top is. You draw it for the future. And you realize that this one to have reverse. So you draw it for the future. With the hope that anytime the pair reach there, something will happen. Then you now go to your smaller time. So on our day, we drew it on weekly, but on daily, we can also see another one here. So double top, neckline, broken. So it's coming down. So on your smaller time frames, you see the same thing. Double top, neckline. So the neckline should be retested and it should fall down. So that's how you'll be doing those things. But now, just focus on trying to locate the head and shoulders, and then we will try hard to make sure that you are able to identify them very well. When you see it, you just know that this is a head and shoulder. Nobody, because it's not going to be perfect like the way I show it to you. You have to be used to how they appear on your chart, because everybody is looking at different things at every different times. So depending on what you are looking at, okay. So I want to end today's section here and hand over to Franklin. If anyone has any question, I try to answer those questions.
All right. Thank you very much. And Kelly is late to the party. Anyway, any question, please? Any question? Any dilemma needs to be cleared? Please. Just raise your hand and you'll be allowed to talk. Okay. So If there's no question, please and please, if you want to ask us question, go ahead and ask in our DMs. But before you do, make sure that you actually watch the videos that we share, or the resources that we share, so that you actually get the explanation. Then when you're asking us questions, then we know how best we can answer. But sometimes we tend answering questions that are already in the video, like trying to explain the whole video session again. 1 hour, 2 hours video. So the resource will be made available by the close of the day. And watch and listen. If you have any question, our DMs are open. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for joining us for today's class. We'll catch you later. Bye, everyone.
Bye.